Hi, I'm Catherine Tidd, and I'm with Social Seed Marketing and AdvisorScript. Social Seed Marketing is a company that provides digital marketing services for financial advisors. AdvisorScript is a lead generation company that provides pre-written ebooks, drip email campaigns, and lead generation options for financial advisors or anyone in the financial industry. So, what we're addressing today is, can you put in a custom lead generator on your FMG website? And yes, you can. And again, this is just a cool way for you to differentiate yourself, just separate yourself from the pack so that you're not just generating what everybody else is. So whether you are putting together your own course, your own guide, your own checklist, or whether you're using some of the amazing products that we have at advisorscript.com to create a lead generator for your FMG website, I'm going to show you how to do it. So my client, Debbie Charpentier with Charpentier Wealth Strategies, has kindly agreed to let me use her website as a example of how we can create a custom lead generator on an FMG website. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to do, number one, actually, is talk to your representative with FMG to make sure that you have the correct marketing plan that supports creating custom lead generators or custom forms on your FMG site. I hesitate to say what package Debbie has at this point that allows us to do that, because I know that FMG offer changes packages and what is included in those packages. So just call your representative and make sure that you have the correct package to support creating a custom lead generator on the website. So, and I'll show you in a moment how you can tell if you actually have that function. The first thing that we're going to do is create an email template, because what's going to happen is we're going to create the lead generator, and the lead generator is automatically going to send out whatever it is that you're giving away. So in this case, it's going to be an ebook, but if you're doing a course or a video or something like that, you can do that as well. But you'll see in Debbie's, I've already created one. So you go into your email templates. If you don't already have one, you would hit create a template and you would create an email template. In this case, I'm going to use the example of the AdvisorScript Money and Menopause email, and I'll just click on it to show you what it looks like. If you're familiar with building emails in FMG, you know that this is pretty standard. So we've got a text block here. Again, a call to action to make an appointment, always important. And we're highlighting the book here. And this is the click here to download. So if they click here to on the button, it's going to take them directly to their ebook. So how do we get to this point? Again, this is the first thing we're going to do. You're going to create that email template. The next thing we're going to do is go over to the website. In this case, I'm just going to create a test page just to show you the functionality of this. So you'll go over here. And again, once you create that email template, you'll want to hit publish. It's not going anywhere, but you want to hit publish so that compliance approves it. So one of the difficult things to remember in this process is there's about 3 to 4 times that you're going to need compliance to approve each step that you take. So that's the first one. Get that email template that you've created with the download approved. Next, I'm just kind of building this page. What you're going to do in order to create that opt-in is you go over here to forms, and you're going to use this have a question form. Now, the way that you can tell if you have the marketing package that supports creating a custom opt-in is if you have this little symbol right here where it says form follow-up. If you don't have that, then that's when you need to contact your FMG representative and find the right package that does. But in this case, you would hit form follow-up, and now that's going to pull up all the pre-approved email templates that you have. So again, see, it helps us that we already have this approved. And I'm just going to click this and hit select so that when somebody fills out this form, and again, you can change this however you want to. Hello, download our free ebook. You can hide whatever fields you don't feel are necessary. If you don't need the phone number, you don't want the question, we just want the name and the email, that's fine. We can do that there. So now when they send it, it's going to automatically send that ebook to them. So in this case, again, I would change this to say, click here to download. But the rest of the page, you would just build as you would any other FMG page. I mean, build a sales page here, put some images in, put the image of the ebook in, or whatever you want to do, and just go ahead and build that page. So now we're down to approval number 2. We've got to get this page approved. So you're going to send that to compliance, and that is going to get that page approved. The next thing that you might want to do, and this is where FMG has a little bit of a disconnect. Ideally, if you have a lead generator or an opt-in, you want to follow up with an email sequence. For us at AdvisorScript, we've already created that email sequence for you. So when you buy one of our ebooks, it comes with 6 pre-written emails for you to automatically follow up. Now, ideally, again, if you're in MailChimp or if you're in Constant Contact, those things are connected. The person opts in and they automatically generate the email sequence. Unfortunately, with FMG at the time of this recording, what generates is they go into the opt-in and it generates that one email that's going to send them the downloadable. So that's the only one they're going to get. So if you have support staff or somebody in your office helping you, maybe put on their radar once a month to go in and check and see who has downloaded your opt-in or your ebook and generate the email sequence or trigger the email sequence manually. And I'll show you here how to put together that email sequence. So I know intuitively you'd want to go into the email section. It's not there. You're going to go up here to Content Library. Click emails. And what you're looking for is in this type right here. See how this says email sequence right here? Well, this is a pre-written one that FMG has put together, and you want to put together your own because you're doing a custom follow-up for whatever opt-in that you've created. So if I just click on this a couple times, it's going to pull up all the email sequences. That's the type we're looking for. And in this case, we want to go down here to create your own email sequence. So now we're going to edit this up and create our own email sequence. Now this is pretty cool. So now you can create each email as you want it, and you can update the emails and do however you need to do it. So let's say preview email, or excuse me, edit sequence, because right now it doesn't have anything. So now we're in the editing section. So we'll go in here and you would just create the email sequence. So as I said, AdvisorScript has already got emails pre-written for you. So in this case, I'm just going to copy and paste some emails. And here, I've got the subject. In this case, I am using the template for Stuck in the Middle with You, the email sequence for our sandwich generation email. So we've got all this done. Make sure that you click here to make an appointment, put your link there to make an appointment with you. Always have that call to action. Put your name in here. And anything else you want to add, if you've got blogs or anything that are applicable to whatever email you're sending, go ahead and add that. So now I'm just going to hit add to sequence. And again, you can change the timing of your sequence. So in this case, I want this to go just 3 days after that first email. So now I'm going to edit again. And again, love you, advisor script. We've just got everything pre-written, just copying and pasting, making sure the format looks good before we send it. Getting that call to action in here. And now I'm going to add to sequence. So you'll keep doing this, making sure that you've got your timing the way you want it. All of the emails, if you need to add another email, you just add it right there. Super easy. And you might hit schedule sequence. So at this point, you can choose how you want to send this. At this point, I don't think you're sending it to all your contacts because this is specifically for people who have opted into your lead generator. So you may send it to a group that you have created that has opted into this specific lead generator. You may be sending it to an individual who's opted in. That's how you'll do that. So you'll just hit next and it will send. Now, I'm not going to do that right now because I'm sure Debbie would appreciate if I didn't. So I'm just going to hit never mind. At that point, your email should end up in the sent and scheduled. And I would recommend just from there, just duplicating that sequence, whenever you want to trigger that email sequence to go. Again, it could be once a month. I know the way that email sequence works is not a perfect system. Ideally, what we want is for everything to be as automated as possible. But if you think about it, at least at this point, you can create a custom opt-in. You don't only have to use what FMG has provided. And you can create that email sequence. It's just a little bit clunkier than maybe some other platforms. So that is how you create a custom opt-in in FMG. Again, at Advisor Script, we've got some great content for you to use that makes this so easy. So visit us at advisorscript.com.